just wanted to come read you guys another story again. It's been a few days since I've been able to read to you, and I really miss it, and I miss you guys, and I'm really hoping that we get to see each other soon because I'm so excited and I know we have so much to talk about, and I cannot wait to hear everything. All right, today's book is called Don't Worry, Douglas. Douglas and his dad were playing. "What have you got behind your back?" asked Douglas. "Nothing," said Dad. "Not that hand, the other one." Dad smiled. "Close your eyes." I wonder what that is. I want you to predict in your mind what it might be. Okay. "Wow," said Douglas. "Thanks, Dad." Douglas had never had a woolly hat before. He couldn't wait to show his friends. "Take care of it," said Dad, but Douglas was already off. That nice new hat. "Look at me," Douglas cried. "Snazzy hat Douglas," bawled the sheep. "I can even do cartwheels in it," he whooped, and he did again and again until something didn't feel right. See if you can figure out what's happening. Douglas gasped. His new woolly hat had turned into one long string of spaghetti. Now, it's not really spaghetti, but it does look like spaghetti. "That's not supposed to happen," he said. "Don't worry, Douglas," said the sheep. "We'll fix it." They wound it into a ball and squished it back into shape. "Any better?" they asked. "No," said Douglas. "Cow is a good thinker," said the sheep. "She'll definitely know what to do." He just squished that hat back together. Cow thought she had a very good idea. "Pretty," she said. "No," said Douglas. Look at the hat now. "Don't worry, Douglas," chirped a swoopy bird. "I can use this for my nest." "No, you can't," yelled Douglas. "That's my woolly hat." Oh, everybody wants his hat. "Doesn't look like a woolly hat," said the swoopy bird. "Anyway," she puffed up, "it doesn't fit." And she dropped it. Just then it began to rain, and everyone hurried for cover. Everyone except Douglas. "What's my dad going to say?" He was very worried. Rabbit popped up. "Oh, thanks, Douglas. That's what I need to plug this hole in my burrow." "That's my woolly hat," cried Douglas. "My dad gave it to me." He was just going to use it to cover up her little burrow hole to keep her dry. "Sorry," said Rabbit. "I didn't know." "Come here," she said, and she wiped his nose. "What am I going to do?" sniffed Douglas. Rabbit looked thoughtful. Why don't you just be honest and tell him what happened? He's nice. Your dad. He'll understand." Maybe Rabbit was right. Douglas picked up his wet spaghetti hat and trudged back home. Do you think it's right for him to be honest with his dad? I do too. "Oh, Douglas," said his mom, "look at you." "Where is your new hat?" asked his dad. Douglas told them everything. "Don't worry, Douglas," said Dad. "I've got something for you. Guess which hand?" Douglas wasn't sure. Here's my hat, said Dad, laughing. You'll soon grow into it. That was so nice. Oh, and on the last page, it's got some different hats. We've got a banana hat, a diaper hat, I don't like peas hat, follow the leader hat, spot the difference hat, a best friend's hat, pants hat, peekaboo hat, you can only see their eyes, a wig hat, weather hat, a potty hat, a love hat, and a family hat. The end. Now remember, in this book, Douglas learned that it's always best to tell the truth. And that's all the time. At home, at school, with your grandparents, with your aunt and uncle, with your best friend. It's always important to tell the truth. And guess what, y'all? This is an AR test, so I'm going to give you the number for this one. It's 150134. I'll say it one more time, and I'll write it on here too. 150134. All right. Remember to get onto Google Classroom and tell me what you think. I love you guys. Bye.